because I have so much different stuff growing in there. There's 3 things that I would say that are important about having a refugium. Alright guys, I'm out on my walk thinking about what kind of video I should do. If I start wearing my hat like this, unsubscribe. I wear the hat out only to keep the flies off my head because they swarm around me when I go for my walk. And I wear one at the beach, and I wear it this way. So, if I wear it like this, or like this, just unsubscribe. Don't watch me anymore. Oh, nice. Know when your tanks look the best? Mine is usually right around now. It's almost 10 a.m. And when the lights first come on, they're nice and crispy in the morning. I love when the tanks look great. Your tank, you're just looking at it and you know something special is going on there, but you're not sure. Shit, forgot to take the hat off. Today's video is going to be about the Refusium. I'm kind of hung up on it a little bit because I've been showing quite a few these hang off the back, do-it-yourself things. So now I want to go a little more inside the Refusium. I'd like to talk a little bit about what it does, you know, different ideas. Remember, there's no right way or wrong way. This is just my observations. That lady was walking up on me. She got nervous. She thought I was videotaping her or photographing her. So I had to tell her, no, I'm a YouTube content creator. I'm just creating a video. Oh, I forgot my hat was backwards. See, guys? I don't know, maybe I should leave it that way from now on. There's 3 things that I would say that are important about having a Refusium. I'm not about to dispute whether you should or shouldn't have. I'm just going to list the 3 that I think are important. I'd like to mention too, guys, that the Refusium and its effects on your tank aren't going to happen overnight. So for example, the hang off the back that I put on the 5-gallon, I may not see effects for that for weeks, maybe a month, maybe more. I'm really not much of a hat guy, guys. I just never wore one. Little League Baseball, when I was 10 and 11, then we wore them. Bisson Motors, Rockaway, New Jersey. So when we look inside the Refusium, we want to take a look at what's going on in there compared to the rest of the tank. When I look in my Refusium, I'm seeing things in there that I don't see in the main display. So the question arises, well, why are they growing in there and not in the main display? That's number 1. The second thing might be, do we use the Refusium for nutrient export only? Which means to take out nitrate and organics before they get a chance to collect in your aquarium? Or is it to create more biodiversity in your tank? And in my case, I believe that's what mine is doing. I barely remove Chaeto from my Refusium. I used to remove it more often, but I have to say, maybe the Refusium serves as a balancer, so to speak, with biodiversity. And yeah, you have to eventually take out Chaeto or it just overgrows. But what I've noticed is my growth is slower. It's not really a fast growth. So if it's not overflowing or it's not really getting packed in there, then I'm leaving it as it is. And you can see all the pods that I have growing in there. And a lot of that is growing in that little compartment, but yet not out in the main display. I just wanted to clarify something, guys. 50% view duration is actually pretty good on YouTube. It depends on your channel, like what you're doing. It varies. I think my subscriber friend, what the hell's his name now? Damn it, it's not coming to me. It'll come to me, wait, see? This is what happens. Really, I can't remember now. Hold on. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Yeah, I was reading an article this morning before this video, and it talked about the idea of the Refugium outcompeting the display tank. Some experts will say that that idea of outcompeting is nonsense. But in my case, I have to say, well, I don't know. Because I have so much different stuff growing in there, and it's not growing in my display. Over in the 5-gallon, yes, but it's only a brand new tank. The results in the 5-gallon may not be seen right away. I'm not going to go in there and start removing the Chaeto all the time. I have to first see if it's going to be growing. I'm going to leave it in there, let it grow. I'm going to want to see what it does to the tank by just letting it alone, not messing with it for quite a while. It's Richard. Richard had mentioned in one of his comments, he said they probably click off because of the way I look or the way I talk. And he's right. You know, you can't be serious about yourself on YouTube. You're just not. You're getting so many people that are going to look and they're going to make an opinion right away. So anyway, you know, you got to keep a level head on YouTube. You can't get all... But I wanted to say thanks to you guys who have been supporting me. Great comments. Everything you guys are doing is great. So the 20 is a different story than the 5. This tank here is probably 4 to 5 years old. Not all of it, not the corals, but the live rock from this tank and most of the biodiversity in here, including the refugium, is about 5 years old. It came from a 10-gallon, and I had the refugium in the small water box 10 in the back. I took everything out and put it in this. So the older the tank gets, I believe the refugium takes on a little bit more of a different role than just nutrient export. This is up for discussion. You know, some of us who don't use refugiums at all might have a great tank and it looks perfect. So you can see here, even in the evening, there's stuff swimming around in there. Do a refugium in a 20 water box, the light shines through, but as you can see here, it casts kind of a moonlight. I've had no problem with it affecting anything in the tank. It kind of looks cool, like I had said in my other video. And you can see those hermits I stuck in there because those were the guys that were climbing all over my Stylophora. And I got annoyed with them and I grabbed them and I threw them in there as a punishment. So they're kind of in jail in there, but I think they're probably loving life because they're just in there munching out on everything. The Chaeto acts almost like a filter sock, and by the way, I don't have a filter sock in here any longer. I didn't find that to be helpful at all. It did clear up the water, but after I took it out, within days, I could see no difference. And some say, okay, that's the stuff you have to shake out and rinse. But I've seen no difference when I shake it out and rinse and do a test for nitrate phosphate. I'm not seeing any difference in that. This could be a pretty controversial video, guys. I'm really calling some people out on this. I don't remember whether I said 1, 2, 3, or 4. Alright, if I forgot the counting sequence on those guys, sorry about that. I just don't write stuff down. It's just my nature. I am who I am. This is the way I do my videos. I'm just going to list the 3 that I think are important. I'm just going to list a few. I'm just going to list about 4. You know, it's Real Tom Live. Real Tom Reefer Live. I just can't be serious for too long. It's always been the way I've been. You know, I can be serious for a couple minutes. So I think that should do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it again. I just wanted to say thanks again. You guys are awesome. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. I'm out on Instagram now. I'm starting up more, getting involved more in Facebook. What do you think about this?
you guys take some video of your tanks, your setup inside the best you can. You can use an iPhone or an Android. They take pretty good images. And then we got to figure out a way that you can get me those videos if you want. And then I can do commentary. I can edit all that together, and on a water change Wednesday evening, we can show your tank and I can do the commentary on it. It would be kind of cool. All right, so have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll see you on Water Change Wednesday. And